Welcome back to RMS. So we have got a 66 plate Fabia in. It's come in for a blower motor fault. It's not as easy as that. We have covered some of it in an earlier video, but let's give you a recap on what's going on. So this car's coming to us. It's got a blower motor fault. That's what we was told. So we noticed when we drove it in, it's got an airbag light on. Wasn't too fussed about that. But also, as you turn the ignition on, the blower works for about a second. The doors try and unlock, blower motor goes off. So we're like, are they linked? Are they not? We've had a quick check through. They're not really linked systems. We've gone through the diagrams on an earlier video. They haven't got linked parts. We have scanned it. We can't talk to the SRS control module, the airbag control module. Can't talk to that at all. So we was considering, does it think that it's been in some sort of accident? As it thinks it's in an accident, it turns off all unnecessary powers and unlocks the doors just in case you're in an accident. That's what we was thinking. So on the end of the last video, we couldn't get through to the customer. We have managed to get through to her now. Right, what's happened is water's come up over the front. She's gone through a massive puddle and it has soaked the inside of the car, even the carpets, passenger side carpet especially. What I have noticed is, let me just show you. Right, so the main thing we have noticed is, let me put the mic up there. You might not be able to hear me too well. When I turn the blower on, you can hear a bit of gurgling. Don't know if you can hear that. Just turn. There's definitely some sort of water in there. So the problem we got is the blower motor's behind there. That is whole dash out. This dash is one moulded part right the way up and down. We got body control module tucked in there. We got the main relay boxes in there, fuse box down here. The SRS module is tucked underneath the main air box, heater box, which again is behind there. The only way I can see of doing a perfect job and making sure everything's okay, including taking body control out, making sure we've got no corrosion in there, which is going to, get worse or anything like that. Get the airbag module out, see if that is failing or whether we've got a plug gone down on it or something. I don't know. The only thing to do is take the whole dash out, have it all stripped, have everything in there wired up and test from there and make sure everything's perfect before we put it back together. So let's get it stripped. Let's find out what's going on with this car. So you might think that we're taking it a bit far. We're taking the whole cluster out, but the hour-ish, maybe a little bit longer to take it out. I think we're going to save that on scratching our heads and trying to get even the airbag module looks a nightmare to get to. And would it be the right job? Would you want to leave suspected water in the body control or in the heater box? I don't know. It seems a bit extreme, but they're obviously designed in one big lump to come out easier than some of the cars where you're stripping all the bottom of the dash off to get to the next bit. So I think we're going the right way with it. We'll find out. It'll be gutting if we do take it all out and find out everything's good. We just need to put an airbag module in it. And if we spent another 45 minutes trying to get them bolts out, it would have been all right. But you've got to make a judgment call, ain't you? So, right. Let's get the rest of this out. Well, it looks like we've got everything unscrewed. As it happens, when I took the glove box out, you could get to the fan motor. But I still think it's the right way to go. So, right, me and Barney, we're going to pull this out and hopefully we haven't left anything connected to it. So, all right, let's have a go. Ready? Sure. I think it's good. Oh, maybe not. Hey, there you are. Any wires, just in case you see anything? Oh, there's that one there, isn't there? Yeah, there was mention of these. You can't get the switches out. Is that it?
OBD port.
Was that?
OBD port.
Oh. Job's a carrot. That. Oh. Right. That's that. Now I'll show you the reason why we've done it all. These are the main relays for what we need. That's a body control. You can't get to any of that. You can't pull it down. You can just about squeeze it out, I suppose. I've got to take just the last bit of this out to get to the SRS module. We've got the fan there. We've got water in it gurgling about, so I want to be able to get to that. So the last thing is literally take all centre console out. That should only be a couple of bolts, and then we can actually get on with some testing. That was reasonably painless, but this is the bit I was worried about. I've warned the customer before I took it apart that this could be the case, and I'm not sure, maybe somebody knows. The airbag module, which is there, is bolted down with studs coming out of the floor, and there is not enough room to lift that box up. There is probably a finger's worth. That box, which is a whole heater box, looks like it's got to come out. It will only have to be lifted. Oh man. So if that module's faulty, which it has got water. So somebody had said, Adam Critchley, I think it was, he'd said about green crusties in the footwell module, footwell passenger side. Let's show you what we found down here. So pulled the carpet back a bit further. This is full of water. That's all wet under there. This is soaking. This is all wet. And again, we've got the module there. It's not going to come out unless the bottom of that box comes out. But again, I think that I don't think it'll come out far enough. I assume it's got clips all the way around it. It's going to be a pain. We knew it was going to get involved, but we weren't sure how badly. If I could just get the numbers off it, I'd order a second-hand one in quickly and just plug it in, see what it's going to fix. Imagine taking all that out and it's not the module. Last week we checked the main powers and earths down to that. We do need to go a bit further. So we can get to the body control. That's fairly simple. So I think we're going to get that out. Just have a quick look in there, just in case we've got anything bad going on in there. Before we decide what we're going to do on here. All right, let's have a look there. Well, it's turned cold for a start. Right, since we've taken this dash out, all this lot, this relay box, which you couldn't get to, that's all tucked up here. We managed to unbolt that, get it down, checked all the back of the relays, checked the back of the fuse box. That's all okay. We've got the body control out. There's no sign of water in any of the plugs, but I am going to double check that now. And then I think we're going to have to try and get that airbag module out. Hopefully I can squeeze it out, but it's not looking good. But right, let's go and get this on a bench and get it opened, have a quick look, and then module out next. So, I'm getting this apart. What are you thinking about the two parts? A lot of people moaned. They didn't like it. Our videos are entertainment videos as far as we started them with. We don't do training videos. We don't do anything like that. If you can take something from what we do, all well and good. So yeah, you are used to it being start to finish. You get to the end of it and stuff. But the smaller videos will be start to finish. The bigger ones will be split up. I've said it a couple of times now, but it is what it is. You know, we're getting out. So last week we managed to get triple the amount of views just by having two videos but split in half. So we've done the same amount of recording, but it was done in two. Put it out in two bits. We tripled our reach last week on YouTube. So yeah, so it's going to help us build our channel up a bit quicker, and then we can start doing some more in-depth videos and stuff. So because of the subscriber count has definitely slowed down. So yeah, that is something what we're looking into. So hopefully you'll stick with us. Maybe we'll gain a load more viewers what have never seen it from start to finish, and it's always 2 or 3 parts, and they won't mind, you know. But unfortunately, you're going to have to stick with us and see how we go. So right, body control looks sweet. So I know and be confident that when we put this back together, that we're not going to have something lurking. If we'd have just done it with, you know, squeezing these parts out, squeezing the airbag module out, if we can get it out, would we have been questioning it? Is there anything else going on? So, right, I'm going to try and get this airbag module out. Well, that went better than expected. We've just unbolted that airbag module, and there is, it feels like about 20 mil worth of lift or room between the studs and there. It just managed to come out. I was surprised that they would have designed it like that, but I have known stupider stuff. So it is full of corrosion. I'm going to take it apart and show you how badly it is. Not that we'd ever look at even considering to clean an airbag module up, because if that corrosion gets any worse, it could blow the airbag modules out. But all right, let's have a quick look at this. State of that. All this corrosion around this side. Yeah, like I say, we wouldn't be doing it on an airbag module anyway, but I'm just going to quickly show you what it is. I'm going to get one ordered up. Now, do we think that fitting another module is going to turn the blower motor back on? Yeah, I don't know. From what I can see, it looks like it thinks it's been in a crash, or it can't talk to it. It tries to unlock the doors as soon as you turn the ignition on, because again, if it's a safety issue, and yeah, it wants to let you out the car. And also, ooh, does it turn off all your unnecessary powers so it can do what it needs to do? I don't know. Oh dear. Well, that ain't good. So, yeah, we need to, there's another bit in there. We need to get one of them ordered. Again, taking the dash out. We've double checked everything. We've still got to get the water out of this heater blower. So, I don't know what we're going to do there. I might drill a little hole in the bottom of that and see if we can get anything out while we're waiting for a module to come through. And yeah, we'll have a look from there.
Several days later.
So, we have another module. So, I've got to put this in there, put the body control module back in there, flick the ignition on, and check the blowers. Let's get that done. Wash your bets. So, we've got the airbag module back in. Body control back in now, hopefully. Yeah. I can't believe they make all this stuff inaccessible. Right. Will this work? Ignition on. It is working. Now, how many of you would have thought that an airbag module would turn your blower off and it's just a standard blower? So that, the airbag module is telling body control not to use any unnecessary powers, which then cuts this away from here. Right, listen to this. So, that's got water in it somewhere. I've just got to try and find it. I'm going to take the blower motor out. That's fairly easy to get to now. See what's going on. But yeah, something else we've got to get out, and then we've got to decide whether we're going to take the carpets out or how wet they are before we get it back together. So, right, let's pull that blower motor out, see what is going on. Oh, right, hat's back on. It's still cold. Right, we've taken the fan out. That is as clean as you like. Pollen filter looks good. That's not wet. Inside the box, so obviously this is your inlet. There's no water in there, and down inside there all looks dry. But we've definitely got some bubbling up somewhere. So I'm going to set you up, and we're going to get a bore cam down inside there, and hopefully we'll be able to see where the water is, so we know where to drain it out from. All right, so hopefully we can get down in here. Oh, let's see if you can see that. So, yeah, we've definitely got splodges of water all up the top here. Can we get down further? Ooh. Oh, which way? That there. Oh, oh, is literally the bottom. So that's that far down. So it's in that tray there. In fact, let's have a look. Let's go down there. Let's get it so it's near enough touching the water. Yeah, you can see that reflection there. That is actually the puddle in the bottom. So it's just about touching there. Right, so yeah, we have got that amount down there. So it's going to be sat right in the bottom of there. So all I'm going to do is drill a little hole in it, because there's nothing coming out of the bottom of that. So I'll drill a hole in it, let it drain out, put a bit of snot on it, job's a carrot. So well, I'll get that done, show you how much comes out of it, and then I can start getting it back together. Right, drill, bucket. I'm just going to drill straight into the bottom of that box, and hopefully it should let out all the water. So right, let's try this. Well, that ain't good, is it? So that's got a fair bit in there. But what other options have we got? Uh-oh. Can't fill that bucket up, surely. But, yeah, what other options have we got? Drill that out and put a bit of silicone over it, or strip it all out, which, yeah, we don't really need to do that. I can, before I put the dash back on it, I can warm it up, make sure all that is sort of blown out. Oh, no. We're getting close to filling up the bucket. That is a fair bit in there, isn't there? No wonder she was gurgling. I might have to put you on hold so I can get Barney to come on into this bucket. I wasn't expecting it to have that much. Uh-oh. Right, I'll get this done. I'll show you how much is in it. Well, it's got another, that's a 1 litre doodah, and there's about a third in that, so 1.3 litres in the bottom of this box. So yeah, that must have been a fair bit up there, you know, but, but simple enough fix. I'm going to jack it up, have it all pointing towards this bottom corner. That's why I've done it in there. Make sure we've got it all out, warm the car up, get everything out we can, get the blower on and everything, and then we'll start getting it back together. So that is all the dash back in. So literally just got to get all the collar mount and that back on, all the slip rings and stuff. A couple of people have mentioned, when I've been asking about how we're doing the videos and stuff now, about the endings of my videos are a little bit abrupt. Are they? Do you really want to see me put this dash back together, put all the screws in, run through it all, show you everything working? Because I'm pretty sure if I've got a broken wire on a headlight fault and we spend 20 minutes searching for that broken wire and open it up and go, there it is, that's it. Your money shop's done. You know, you've seen the fault, you've seen the fault finding process, we've found it, and then literally it soldered that bit of wire up, put the whole car back together, show your headlight working. I'm pretty sure everyone, once they've seen what I found, will be clicking off it, I would think. I don't know. So let me know, and I will show you this one all working. But yeah, let me know what you think. And there we go. She is back together. We've just done a full scan on it, cleared every code out of it, what we've had in the car, we've had everything apart and everything like that. So that's pretty cool. So let's just show you everything working. We've had a new airbag module in it, airbag light and everything's off. So There we go. Heater fan, no gurgling, working on all speeds. And the other thing, what was happening was, as you started it, the doors would try and unlock. So yeah, all of that down to the airbag module being corroded as bad as it was. And yeah, that's caused a whole fault. So that must be that it does turn off any unnecessary powers need to go to the car, like blowers and things like that. So it can definitely open the door and things like that. So yeah, that's another one done. So let us know what you think. That one's all done. Fairly big job. Like I said, we had to have the dash out. We had to make sure that everything we touched behind there was good. It's all right having a quick check here and a quick check there, you know, for the hour or so it took to get it out, you know, hour to put it back in. I think it's well worth doing. Let us know your thoughts on that. Did we go too far on it? I don't think so, considering how big a job this was. So there we go. The carpets are not very wet. We did check that. There is a little bit in there. I think that will come out of the car, you know, just with a bit of heat and stuff. So once it's been run up. But apart from that, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Please stick a like and subscribe down because we are trying to build the channel up. We'll go from there. Thanks very much. Ta-da!